Shalom and welcome to the Brit Olam mini-series, Universally Inspiring, by Rabbi Uri Sherki, translated by Bar-Shalom. We are about to embark on a journey, delving into the question, what is the meaning of life? But before we get going, we must ask ourselves, why should we engage with this question in the first place? Can't we just live our lives without meaning? Be born, live a nice life, and at the end of it, if we merited to last that long, die at a ripe old age. Is that not enough? Why is it essential that we seek deeper meaning to life? Truth be told, it is hard to find a person who doesn't ask themselves questions about the meaning of his or her life. As it was said by the greatest of the ancient Greek philosophers, Plato and Aristotle, wondering is the root of philosophy, meaning to say that in order to understand anything about the world and ourselves, we must be open to ask questions about everything, accepting nothing as a given fact before we've examined it. But then again, we might ask, why do we wonder? Well, all of us, deep inside ourselves, remember that there was a time when we weren't here in this world, and then we arrived. That fact alone is intriguing and raises a number of questions. If we don't take our existence for granted, what significance is there to the time and place we were born into? What if we were never born? And most importantly, now we are here. For what purpose we were created? An integral part of the human experience is that we ask ourselves questions about our lives. It is interesting to note that we find the same approach in regards to the study of Torah. In the Haggadah of Pesach, or Passover, which we read annually, we read about 4 sons: a wise son, a wicked son, an innocent son, and a son who doesn't know how to ask questions. The first 3, the wise, the wicked, and the innocent, all ask questions. And of course, there are answers to their questions. But most importantly, they are able to ask. The 4th son, however, doesn't know how to ask. And he might seem like the ideal son, at least in the eyes of a lazy tutor or parent. For one might say to himself, "Whew, how lovely, I have at least one student that doesn't ask questions." However, Jewish tradition sees the lack of the ability to ask questions as a blemish. A student who doesn't know how to ask should not be simply fed information, but needs to be taught how to ask. After he knows how to ask questions, there is place for answers as well. Another matter to ponder is, which of the 3 questions asked by the sons in the Haggadah is most preferred? Is it the question of the wise, the wicked, or the innocent son? Without getting into all the details, it is clear that the question of the innocent son is the deepest. The innocent son is called in Hebrew the Tam. Not Tam like Tamim, meaning naive, but rather Tam like the Hebrew word for wondering, Tmiha. And what is his question? Unlike his brothers that ask more complicated questions, the Tam's question is simply, what is this? He is interested in the very fabric of reality, and therefore the answer he receives is the most essential and insightful of the 3. To sum up, we have encouragement, both from the world of Greek philosophy and from the Jewish tradition, to begin the process of life through wonder and asking questions. Even if we don't find answers to all our questions, at least we acquire the skill to ask. Now go, find the right questions, and be open to learn.